Hey there everybody, Pop on Top here. Welcome back to some more Fallout 4 mods. In today's mod we got a classic brought back here. This is the Chinese assault rifle from Fallout 3. So the mod author does list here that they were looking through the files of the game. They found an unfinished model for the Chinese assault rifle and decided to make a new one with some additions. So this is it. This is like almost like built up from what they had kind of in the files already. It would make sense that, you know, Fallout 4 should have had a Chinese assault rifle. I mean, they could have had a Chinese assault rifle instead of the assault rifle. Like it's just a classic gun from Fallout 3, right? It's the gun. Like it's the gun that I think about when I think of a gun from Fallout 3. It's just so like it's just everywhere. Everybody has a Chinese assault rifle. It's just like the gun, and it looks really great here. It just looks like just like it did back in Fallout 3, right? It's for some reason the field of view on this is particularly wide. My field of view is wider, but this particular gun, so like this is my handmade rifle with a wide field of view. You can see more of the gun because the field of view is wider. If I go back to that Chinese assault rifle here, it's very big, right? Like it's the field of view is way out here, which is kind of a thing. That's just a thing to mention as a thing. The running animation here looks quite nice, right? You can see the gun, like you know, it's just lowered. It's nice. Well, let's shoot it off. Here's some gun sounds. That reload though, I mean, it just all looks really nice. I think the gun here is really in great condition. It has all kinds of interesting stuff here, so it does technically spawn in on vendors and raiders and stuff. Like where, you know, like I said in Fallout 3, it's just a gun that everybody had. It was the gun, right? Like anybody you ran into, like mercenaries and all that kind of shit, had the Chinese assault rifle. It was like the go-to gun. It was the gun that people had in Fallout 3, and it's just kind of classic. So taking a look at the weapon here, it shoots 7.62, so it does require the Nuka World DLC because that's where you would get that from. Baseline, this is all standard stuff here. No muzzle, no nothing. This is just the classic baseline Chinese assault rifle here. 91 damage with maximum perks, as I mentioned. 90 fire rate. Pretty good range and accuracy stats. Pretty, you know, like it's just a Chinese assault rifle. It looks nice. It feels good. Just even baseline here. It's got a little bit of recoil though, for sure. It's kicking up. It's just classic to me. It's just a gun that I just want to have on forever because it's just, you know, is the gun, right? Like, it's just the gun I'm used to having in my hands in Fallout 3. I promise you, every time, you know, like, they always make the memes about, like, oh, every time I play Skyrim, I'm going to do a different build, and then I always end up with Stealth Archer. Every time I play Fallout 3, I'm like, oh, I'm going to do something different, and then I end up just, like, taking the Chinese assault rifle and people shooting people with it because you can find so many of them. You can keep it repaired at pretty much maximum condition all the time, and then you just have all the ammo for it all the time. So, you know, interesting stuff. So it's got some new things, obviously, here. Attachments weren't really a thing back in Fallout 3. So we have some interesting things here. You have semi-auto and full auto receivers. So that's an interesting thing. Obviously, it was never semi-auto back in Fallout 3. You can do some interesting stuff with that, right? Like, so the best one here is rapid. Is it? 123? I guess it's the same as semi-auto, but rapid would be more DPS because it's a higher fire rate. Or armor piercing. So you could either choose more fire rate or armor piercing. You can also do a rapid receiver for a regular thing. Standard is 91, so you can go up to powerful on this. I think is the best one. Usually they do something like advanced receiver or, you know, powerful. You know, it's just a weird thing. Like it's actually the opposite of the vanilla game, where because normally in vanilla it's like the advanced receiver would be the same auto one, and then it'd be like something automatic receiver. But this one lists things as powerful receiver. That means it's fully auto. Semi-automatic is listed as semi-automatic, which is interesting. But let's put a rapid receiver on there. Let's just crank that fire rate. So you have a couple different barrels here. Carbine barrel, shorter barrel, but it doesn't actually reduce the range. You can see it's visually shorter. Poor sighted accuracy and increased recoil, but it has better hipfire accuracy. We'll give that a try. So we have a full stock on here, a heavy stock, and a marksman stock. You know, it gets increasingly, well, heavy stock is better than the marksman stock. So really it's like folding stock, full stock, which is technically, it says 0.4 better accuracy stat on my stat tracker there. That's a little bit interesting. Marksman stock and then heavy stock. We'll put the full stock on for now. So we have a standard magazine, which is the 30. I think 30? Is it 30? I got to double check that real quick. We could put a reflex sight on here as well as scopes. We'll take a look at all those a little bit more later. And then you also have muzzle attachments here, like a muzzle booster, which increases rate of fire, and obviously recoil to match that. A muzzle brake, which is better recoil control, and then a suppressor. So, you know, not a huge amount of attachments, but considering it's a gun from Fallout 3 that didn't have any. Yeah, 30 is the default. This is our reflex sight. It's a nice looking reflex sight. It's very unobtrusive. The aim down sight animation is kind of weird, right? But that's an extreme rate of fire. This muzzle boosted, I think. And the rapid receiver, full auto. I mean, And this is also an insane amount of side-to-side recoil. I dare you to control it. I do like the look of the full stock, though. I believe it was always like that wire stock, that default standard stock in Fallout 3. But it just does match the look of the front of the weapon here. Now, we can go to powerful receiver if you want to keep it full auto. We'll make it semi-auto for a little bit. We could do a rapid version of that as well. Let's go to like so you got a machine gun barrel here. So it's like almost like a, you know, like a light machine gun style barrel with the bipod and stuff like it's supposed to be mounted. We can also go marksman stock for now. Technically heavy stock is better, but we'll look at that in a little bit. And then we also have the short magazine. I believe that's 20 rounds. We'll look at that in a little bit here. And then scopes on here. The scopes are going to look cool, like visually on the weapon, but like when you're looking down the side of them, it's just a sword scope. That marksman's got right here has got like a interesting camo on there. 15 rounds is this short mag. This is rapid, and it's still semi-auto. I'm tapping the trigger really fast because it's rapid. That's all I do. It kind of double shoots, it feels like. It doesn't actually. It just sounds like it does, it feels like. When I start shooting it really fast, you can see how it's kind of like almost like 2-round bursting in there somewhat. When I tap the trigger really fast. You can make it shoot 1 round at a time, right? It's... If I slow down that, it just sounds normal, but if I start shooting it really, like it, see how it kind of like almost hitches? It's doing some weird shit with the noises. But yeah, the barrel's on there. Interesting stuff anyway, right? So let's just like not maybe make it rapid. Maybe it's the rapid thing that goes on and it does the weird stuff. So powerful semi-automatic is not as actually powerful as rapid, which is weird. The regular semi-automatic receiver does more damage. We'll put the armor piercing on there just to say we did. Marksman barrel is like the longest long barrel. It actually is less range than the machine gun barrel, but way more accuracy. It says more accuracy, but it's actually not. We'll take a look at it though. It is a long barrel. It's almost like an SVD barrel, because we think of the Chinese assault rifle as an AK, right? Because it's, well, sort of. We covered an AK mod last week that was like, what is it called? The Type 56, which is like the Chinese version of the AK. That's essentially what this gun is somewhat based off of. Heavy stock, and we'll put the drum mag on there. We'll put a longer scope on there. They got night vision scopes, long scopes and stuff. I guess we'll put the long night vision scope on there just to show that off. We could put a muzzle brake on there for recoil control or suppressor. Obviously, we could show all that off a little bit. But you could definitely... So semi-auto, 75 round drum mag. My Pip-Boy is definitely clipping in that drum mag right now. Night vision scope works. It's still definitely double tap. It's definitely double tap sometimes. Did you see that? Like, it's almost like burst fire. The reload definitely works though. The drum mag reload works. It's just clipping with the Pip-Boy because the drum is actually fucking humongous. And the scope works and all that stuff. And the recoil is pretty good here in semi-auto. Like it's not going up at all. But it is like doing that double click thing. I don't like that. Like when I shoot my weapon one time, I wanted to shoot one time. When I want to spam it, I want to spam it. I actually prefer automatic receivers on here. Powerful is the best there, so we'll put that on there. We'll leave the marksman barrel on there. I don't really like super long scopes. We'll also put the suppressor on there so you guys can hear what the suppressed noise is like. Keep the drum mag on, heavy stock. I guess we'll keep the long barrel on there. Technically not the longest, but I just hate bipods. I hate the look of them. I know they're like functionally good, but like fuck a bipod in my Fallout game because I just don't want to see it. We'll put that reflex sight on because maybe we can get a better idea what the recoil is like. We got a big old drum mag here though. This is full auto. I mean, we got a pretty good. I mean, straight up, but there's recoil. 75 round drum mag. You're never gonna shoot that many rounds off at once anyway. The reload is long though. That drum mag reload does take a long time, but if you fire in short bursts here, there's pretty much no recoil. We can do other things with the weapon though. Like that's pretty much most of the customization, but you can choose. I would actually just like to go classic style though, like somewhat. Like I think carbine barrel. I'll keep the drum magazine on there just because it go burr. But standard sights, even though technically it's worse. The suppressed noise is fine. Powerful receiver is fine. I mean, technically you can go rapid. It just feels weird because it just seems to fire faster than I remember it firing. Like, and the recoil does get a little bit insane, for sure, on that. But if you want to spit out some bullets, you can. It's cool. Customization should exist, right? So, I guess we can go standard barrel. It's a little bit more accuracy. It's just like some of this stuff is a little bit obscene. Like a tiny bit more accuracy, and you actually lose range on the marksman barrel versus the standard barrel, which is weird. I would go standard. Keep it suppressed. I mean, you can muzzle boost if you really want to go insane with that fire rate. I mean, you could do muzzle boost and then powerful receiver, like because you could still get some fire rate that way. But I do like the standard. I'm just not tolerating it. The folding stock is actually fine too. You lose a tiny bit of accuracy, but you gain some weight. But it just looks classic to me, right? Like, excuse me, I got like this never-ending sickness thing going on. So instead of a suppressor, you can put that muzzle booster on there. Let's see what the recoil's like with that. Without the rapid receiver, it's still kind of insane. Hip fire is really tight though, so you could just like spray from the hip that way with this standard barrel. I mean, I guess you could make the even shorter barrel and then just kind of spray and pray from the hip. It's a nice looking gun. It's a classic. We're gonna go test it out in some combat though. Just with this classic iron sights, it's just real good. Your standard stock, right? Like just most basic stuff, but it's still good anyway. We just have a powerful receiver on there. I actually might put the muzzle brake on there or something. Maybe, you know, just to... I don't think we need the extra fire rate. And like I said, it just feels a little bit weird for the Chinese assault rifle to shoot so fast. I like to just kind of keep it classic here. And then keep the recoil really under check. That's kind of nice. I'll see you guys though when we get to some combat. Alright, everybody. Super Mutants. With the Coast Guard P here. One's trying to boom on me. Unfortunate. So VATS accuracy quite good here. Alright. That shot a lot of fucking bullets in VATS. Just spraying. I like that energy though. Let's go to third person for a little bit here. Make sure it functions well enough. Reload seems to work okay. Oh, I have to reload twice? Why am I reloading twice? Please don't be broken. Yeah, that seems to work just fine. Do a little bit of tap on that fire rate though. The nice, steady, slow Chinese assault rifle fire rate is really what I was kind of looking for here. We're going to keep going on some combat here though. It's getting quite sunset right now, but it's fine. We'll go down the road here. Show off some of the third person running animations. I forget to do that in videos sometimes, and I apologize if that shit has been bothering you, because I should be better than that. Self-accountability here. I think we want to head down here. Yeah, we're going to head down this road here. We might run into some more stuff. You know, random encounters are what they are in Fallout, so we'll have to see if we do. I mean, we'll inevitably run into some more Super Mutants for sure. But yeah, it feels good to use, for sure, in first and third person. It's just a deer. I mean, that was pretty quick. I'm going to go back to first person. The running animation and reload animations are a little bit stiff, but I think it just goes kind of with the weapon. I mean, that's just how animations were in Fallout 3, right? The VATS accuracy seemed good. This hipfire accuracy is actually quite nice, too, right? Like, even without the commando barrel on there. Welcome to Hitching City. Thanks. Load. It's just fucking stupid ass. Look at blue lights up there doing. I don't remember that being there. But, you know, it is. I just don't remember that being there ever, right? Like, so we got more Super Mutants here. We're gonna see what's out here. You guys blowing up. I mean, killing Super Mutants with the Chinese assault rifle is just kind of the quintessential Fallout experience, right? Can I get this one without blowing them up? No, of course not. You gonna try to blow me up, bud? Don't. I gotta reload. I got that one without him booming. Thank God. I did it. But yeah, it's a great gun. It feels really good to use, right? It feels really solid. I mean, this is not suppressed. This, you know, muzzle brake, but it's, you know, control that recoil. It's still better to be fired in short bursts. The VATS accuracy is good. For some reason, it shoots just an absolute shit ton of bullets, though. I love that, though. I actually love that energy of just fucking fry him, right? Like, because you get, like, in this situation with the Super Mutant here, this is a legendary. We'll just put some bullets in his head. Crit. Just fire an ass ton of fucking rounds. It is a little bit weird. Like, it slowed down and then it sped up. Like, it shot a lot there. How many rounds was that? Was it 54? It's like 6 rounds in that time? It seemed to, like, be variable. That was a little bit weird. Let's go see if we can find a little bit more combat. I want to test that VATS out. But, I mean, it's a classic. It's currently hidden on the Nexus, though. I want to mention that, like, in the video. I'll leave a link there to the Nexus version of the mod, but this one is hidden on the Nexus. But it's available on console. I was able to download it, obviously, and stuff. Hello, Raider. Right in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It sounds like it's shooting 10. But it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. It's just, it's a weird thing. I mean, I like it. I really like the effect of just shooting the fuck out of rounds in VATS. That sounds like a good thing. Is that Gunner Plaza down there? It is Gunner Plaza down there, huh? I know where I'm at. Kinda. Right? Vaguely. But yeah, it's a classic. Brought back to Fallout 4 here. I mean, obviously there's Wasteland Melody's Chinese Assault Rifle, which is kind of the go-to version of the weapon. And I think that one is still better than this one. But this has got some cool features. And it does feel what I would call more classic. I changed it to the daytime there for you guys can see the weapon a little bit better, see all the things. But this one, yeah, definitely feels like the classic Fallout 3 assault rifle. You don't even have to put modifications on it, really. Just the standard stuff. Roll around, play it like it's fucking Fallout 3 all over again. What a classic game Fallout 3 is. It's the Fallout, my first Fallout, right? Like, obviously, because it's a lot of people's first Fallout. It's a great game, great gun. It's kind of, like I said, the gun. I mean, let me know if you guys think of a different gun from Fallout 3. I mean, I don't know, but in the beginning of the game, maybe it's like hunting rifle or something like that, or the 10 mil. But no, this is the gun. This is the gun that carries me through Fallout 3. And you can carry it through Fallout 4 again, with like a nice classic, iconic design, some attachment variety that you can make things. You can crazy that fire rate, semi-auto if you want to. Just a cool classic weapon brought to Fallout 4. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you're new, if you would like to check out this mod for yourselves, make sure to check out the top link in the description. There'll be a link there to the Bethesda.net page or the Nexus mod page. You can download this mod for yourselves there. If you guys have enjoyed the video, like the video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe that we can check out more videos from me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day or it may be, and I will see you in the next episode.